Hello, hello, and welcome. If you're new here, my name is Sandy Cruz, and I create videos and digital products, all things I. That is iPlanner, mobile planning, iDesign, mobile designing, iBible, mobile Bible journaling, iScrap, mobile scrapbooking, and memory keeping, and all the other I stuff. If this sounds fascinating to you, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell so that you will be notified whenever I have new I stuff to share with you. All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make digital washi stickers for your digital planner. And the reason that I'm doing that, I've done one video like this before, but I'm doing it again because I mentioned the iDesign washi Keynote Shapes in a previous video, and I had a few requests to show this again. All right, so what you're looking at on my screen is my workflow when I'm designing in Keynote. So I've got two Keynote windows open. I've got my design space window open, and then I also have my master Keynote iDesign Shapes open. So the reason that I like to keep all of the iDesign Keynote Shapes in one master presentation is so that I can use this. Let me just slide over so I get that icon. This is a view icon. This is how you adjust how you're viewing your slides or your presentation. And so right now I have it in what is called light table view, and that's my favorite view for viewing all my masters. These are all the sets of the iDesign Keynote Shapes that I think, let's see, there's 71 of them, and I might even be missing one or two in this master presentation. I try to keep up with putting them all in here, but sometimes one gets away from me, so I try to review pretty regularly so that I have everything right here at my fingertip inside this light table view. So like I said, I like the size of all of these sets that are in this presentation, and this is how I can browse through. And what I'm browsing right now is I'm looking for the washi. Like I said, we're going to review the iDesign washi Keynote Shapes, and there it is. I've already got it highlighted. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. And when it's highlighted, I can go ahead and change my view back to slide view, and it opens it up for me. So now this is the slide view. But as you can see, when I browse this way, my iDesign Keynote Shape sets aren't as big, and it's a little harder to browse this way. So that's why I like to switch back and forth to the light table. Okay, so once you have the Keynote shape that you're going to be using in your design, on the right side, your design board, and let me go ahead and scooch this over now, you can go ahead and add another design board, so that way you have a nice clean slate to work from. And then all you have to do is simply choose your shape, and I think I'm going to go ahead and choose this one. So I'm going to press and hold till I can drag it off, and I'm going to come to this other window here and just let it go. So that's how you get your shapes onto a new, fresh, clean design board. That way your original design is staying the way it came out of the box, the way it's been packaged originally, and you're not missing anything. If you start designing on these boards and resizing things, you tend to lose them. And if you design inside the presentation that this board came with or this set came with, I tend to forget where I design things. And then a lot of times I use several different shapes from several different sets for one sticker. So that's why I like to keep them this way and drag and drop them in their original state over onto my design board. Okay, so here's my washi on my design board. I can go ahead and swipe this over now. And what I want to do now is I want to add a pattern to this washi. So to do that, I'm going to bring up another window. I mean, this is multitasking at its finest. And so since I know that my patterns that I want to use are in my Dropbox, and I'm actually going to use one of the new Spring Crush patterns, and it's located in my Dropbox. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swipe up, and I'm going to press and hold my Dropbox, And what I want to do is I want to hover right between the two windows. And when you do that and let go, it opens up a floating window. So I still have my side-by-side view. I have my master on the left, my master of all my shapes, and then I have my design board on the right. And as you see, my floating window just tucked up over there, which is no problem because I can get it back out just by pressing that. All right, so now I want to go to my patterns, and you're actually getting more than one lesson here because I'm also showing you my workflow. If anybody's interested in how I set up my master and my workflow, I can do a video on that. You'll just have to put it down in the comments, and when I see it, I'll get right on it. All right, so I want my patterns. I'll open up the patterns. I'm in my Spring Crush collection. And so these are all the colors and patterns that come with the Spring Crush. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and fill this with this coral pattern. I think it's hearts. I can't really see it that well. All right, so I just drag and dropped it over and let go, and it did its thing. I love that. That just really cuts down on time. The alternate way of doing that is while it's selected, you can hit the paintbrush tool and you can make sure that image is selected, and you can go replace. And then depending on where your patterns and colors are, you can go to your photos. You can take a photo, or you can insert from if you need to navigate to your cloud storage, in which case my cloud storage is my Dropbox. All right, so now I've already filled my shape. What I want to do now is, since this is washi, I want to drill down the opacity so it's a little bit transparent when I take it over to my digital planner. So to do that, I'm going to tap on the paintbrush and I'm going to select Style. And you can see the opacity right now on this shape is at 100%. So what I want to do is take it down to about 6, somewhere around that number seems to be my sweet spot. Okay, 59, that's perfect for me. All right, so now you can see it kind of lightened up a little bit. So now I'm going to tap it and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go over to my digital planner. And I've already placed some washi, or one washi strip over here. Get my Dropbox floating window out of the way. So here's one that I already made, and if I select this, you can see it's transparent, and that's because I drilled down that opacity. So let's go ahead and add that one that I just created, and this one also has that opacity, and I'll just go ahead and resize it and stick it up over here. Another one of the really cool sets of the iDesign Keynote Shapes are the sticky notes. It's called Stick It, and I will put a link to that in the description because I like to use both the washi and the Stick It notes together, and that way I can stick my Stick It notes onto my digital planner pages using the washi, and that is really cute. Let me go to one of my layouts where I was playing. I know I did some sticky notes with some washi. So here's some yellow washi, and as you can see, it's transparent, and it is taping this Stick It to my calendar. And then I did another one down here. I'm not sure, I think there's 12 sticky note shapes in the Stick It collection, and you can fill those with colors and patterns and photos as well. Okay, I hope you enjoyed learning about the washi and the iDesign Keynote Shapes and how I multitask, what my workflow looks like when I'm designing. Be sure to like this video because it helps me and it helps YouTube point more people over to view my videos. Okay guys, you have an outstanding day. I will see you in the next video.